Okay, okay. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? It's a pleasure having you here. I repeat, it's a pleasure having you here. If you can hear me loud and clear, do signify in the comment section. I repeat, if you can hear me loud and clear, do signify in the comment section. We are here early. Usually it's 2 p.m. UK time that we normally have our sessions, but we have key data coming out in about 30 minutes from now. So I decided to move this session an hour earlier so we could talk about the CPI data release, and we could also watch the behavior of the market to the news release, and that's in about 30 minutes time, right? So you can see in front of you the calendar. We'll talk about the calendar, we'll talk about the news today and what could possibly happen. We'll dive into the charts as well, the technicals, and then give you a better view of basically what to expect. But I need your feedback. The first thing I need, it is meant to be interactive. So the first thing I need from you is confirmation that the audio is good to go, right? And towards the end of today's session, I have an announcement to make. There's something I'm coming up with that could easily be beneficiary to everybody. You could benefit everybody in one way or the other, right? So I need your feedback first. As I'm talking, I'm going to wait for feedback in the comment section. And if I don't get any feedback, then it means you can't hear me, and then probably I might need to call it a day early. Okay, so I'm going to wait for your feedback, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. It's a pleasure having you guys here today. Repeat, it's a pleasure having you guys here. And we are going to be talking about the CPI data release coming out in about 29 minutes now. We'll talk about the dangers of the CPI news release. And of course, based on my little experience, what used to happen back then, right? I still not getting any feedback. I'm streaming live on my YouTube channel, and I'm also streaming live to Trading Live platform as well. So if you can hear, kindly type yes, I can hear. The audio is good to go. I need that confirmation. I can see Ivan Haywood said hello, sir. Darcy Cowper said yes, sir. Beautiful. And Charlotte Norris said clear, sir. Thank you for that. That is just the only feedback I need. And that means that if Charlotte Norris can hear me, and according to Charlotte Norris said clear, that means that every other person should be able to hear. Beautiful. So thank you, Charlotte. So now we are going to talk about this news that we have in front of us. I'm going to do some markings to explain better to everybody here. So if you look at the news, Tuesday, June the 13th, which is today, and this is 1:30 p.m. This is based on the UK time, right? So please, guys, always ensure that you convert this website, Forex Factory. If you are new, we use Forex Factory to get our news source, to know when the news is going to be coming out, the time of the day, and of course, the impact expected. I want to talk about the impact expected. This is what we have here. I can see everything is red because we did a filter to turn on only the red news, because the red news is danger. The red news means that is when you should have some significant volatility in the market, right? So for this news over here, as you can see, it's coming out for the US dollar by 1:30 p.m., 27 minutes from now. The CPI stands for the Consumer Price Index. Very key data, very key to gauge how the economy of the US is faring. And trust me, it comes with a lot of volatility. This volatility that we're expecting in a few minutes from now could easily make the spread to increase significantly, right? It could make the spread under the broker that you are trading to widen. And this is something that is typical of news, right? So when you see the spread widen, it's not the broker, it is what? It is the news, right? So where the spread could easily increase to, I can't tell you, but it's going to increase by 10% or 50% or whatever, meaning that if the spread of Euro USD, as an example, maybe if it's a raw spread account, if it is about 0.2, 0.3 or whatever, it could easily increase to like over 1 point something pips, right? So you need to be careful with that. And then whipsaw meaning that the hourly candle that we might have now, right? It could be probably this size and it might probably do something in this manner. When the news comes out, it might just fly up because of the volatility. And because of the volatility, whipsaw, it could easily just fly back down and then even make a mess at the end of the day. So it could give you some wrong, direction. And then we have the ultimate one, slippage. Slippage simply means that when you set a pending order, because slippage is peculiar to pending orders. And did you know that your stop loss and take profit is a pending order? Stop loss and take profit are exits and they are pending orders, meaning that they are orders that you have set somewhere, you have set a stop loss somewhere, that when it gets triggered, it should close. When it gets triggered, and take profit also is in the sense that when it gets triggered, it should close for profit, while stop loss should close for loss. And then you have pending orders to enter. So you have pending orders to enter and then to exit the market, right? So to enter the market, you have pending orders where you set a buy, maybe you could set, like as an example, you set a buy stop at a price of 10, meaning that the price is coming from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. You're expecting it to go from 9 to 10, pick up your penny order at 10 and then continue. But when you set the penny order at 10 and then the news probably is at 8, the news breaks, it could jump from 8 to 12, skip your penny order to buy at 10. What happens? Your order will still trigger, but it will not trigger at 10 anymore, it will trigger at 12. That means that automatically you are entering at a loss. I hope you understand that, and we are taking our time to fully explain this CPI and the dangers of CPI. When I say the dangers, this is simply based on the fact that I've had losses, I've had crashed accounts, also based on this singular news, the CPI. And I don't know whether you guys have been trading for a while. If you have, you may remember the CPI data for the USD that came out last year, August. I can't forget that one because that one was pretty much heavy. And we had a lot of people that had losses in the market at the end of the day, right? So with that said, now let's do something. With that said, we're going to cross over to the charts because we've talked about the news. This is the fundamentals. We talked about the scheduled news. We have the scheduled news and then we also have the breaking news. So this is the scheduled news that we have in front of us. So we're going to cross over to the charts now and then see what the dollar is saying. We're going to see what the Euro USD is saying as well, because most times Euro USD is more or less like my go-to instrument to trade, right? So basically, I trade the major currency pairs. At times, I could look at minors with respect to Euro JPY, Pound JPY, Pounds CAD, Euro CAD, and a few other minor currency pairs. But my go-to any day, come rain, come sunshine, happens to be the major currency pairs, happens to be gold, and every now and then I tend to look at the Bitcoin crypto, right? So this here is the dollar, the DXY. We're looking at this from the hourly time frame. If you are already aware of how I trade and the time frame I look at, I'm very big when it comes to the hourly time frame, right? The 1 hour time frame, and that's what we're looking at now in front of us. If you look at all the charts open at the bottom, you notice that most of them are on the hourly time frame, right? Okay, and I can see Kelly Clara said something earlier. Okay, sorry, not Kelly Clara. Maurice Stowe, hope I pronounced your name well. So what is your ST for the Euro USD? ST, not sure what you mean by ST. Is it stop loss and take profit? Maurice Stowe, please kindly clarify. Because if you're talking about stop loss and take profit, I haven't placed a trade yet, so I do not have a stop loss and take profit. Guys, if you're gonna ask any question, let the question be clear, at least for me to understand. And then once I understand it, I could obviously give you a proper answer, right? So guys, if you have any question, feel free to comment. Well, I'm going to continue. And don't forget, time is more or less counting down. Now we have about 21 more minutes to the news release. And I'm going to show you how the market is going to react. So when we talk about the news release, you would pay attention to this area here where you have the bid and the ask prices. The way the prices are moving now is rather still a bit slow or quiet. By the time the news is about to drop, or when it drops, you see the market start to move fast. Prices moving up and down in a very volatile manner. You see the candle in question as well, moving either up or down in a very volatile manner. And mind you, I do not really have a directional bias for now. I can tell you based on what I see on the dollar, right, my possible expectations. If you look over here, we have some support here on the hourly time frame, the DXY, the USD index that is. We have another one here, support. You can see we have a whole bunch of support over here. I can see this one too now presently is also at the area of support. So that means that price, so far so good, has been bouncing off this area. But how long is it going to bounce off this area for? Don't forget this CPI 20 minutes from now, because I'm also doing a countdown for you. Guys, if you have any question based on the CPI data release, this is the time to ask, because this CPI is coming and it's going to be rather explosive, right? So now it's bouncing off the support, but is it going to bounce off support continuously? Or when the news comes out, are we going to have a very fast, sharp move to the downside? It's going to break out violently to this way. If this is going to happen, then this would easily turn from support to now what? To resistance. The other side will now be resistance, where we will now expect the dollar to pull back to that area, react as resistance, and then drop further down. Mind you, there's volatility that is expected. You could have whipsaw, it could mess up this area as well. So a few things could happen in this area. And because I don't have any entry, so to say, the best thing for me to do is to be on the sidelines, right? Be on the sideline. It's not every time that you try to play straight. Sometimes be on the sideline and then observe. As a matter of fact, when you observe, you tend to learn even faster. Most traders, they just jump into the market, right? So we observe and then wait for price to come to us, right? Wait for price to present solid opportunities in the market. And then we simply take them. That's what we are supposed to be doing, I believe, right? So in the next 18 minutes, we're going to see whether it's going to break down and then we have a pullback. And of course, this might not probably happen within one candle, right? So we wait for the candle to close, for this hourly candle to close. It's going to close at the top of the hour. Now the time is 1:12 p.m., right? And that is UK time. So adjust it to your own time. Guys, you can also let us know where in the world that you are connecting to us from as well. Let us know where you are connecting to us from as well, right? So also the news could come out and this could also still act as support. If that happens, then it might just rush up as well. If that happens, we have this area that acted as resistance, support, right? You have some little reaction here. We have some support here, resistance here, resistance here. You can see we have this area here, which is valid, very much valid as an area for selling as the resistance. Here, valid as an area of support. But if it breaks, it should now turn to resistance. And what we have shown you now, which is what we're going to be showing you, and I'm going to mention it categorically so that you understand. We're going to be showing you the possible areas for buying and then the possible areas for selling, and then the choice is up to you, right? Once you know the areas to sell, to enter the market to sell, or the areas to enter the market to buy, and it is now a thing of what? It is now a thing of you knowing what you want to use to enter. You want to know the trigger. And when we say the trigger, we're talking about like the price action candle, where you could easily have your engulfings, or you could easily have your pin bars, your hammers. In some cases, you could have like a doji or inside bars. You don't have chart pattern like head and shoulders, or a sort of wedge, triangle, flag pattern, and a whole lot of other things that could, give you heads up of the possible direction as well. And of course, you manage your trade appropriately. That is risk management and also trade management, right? So this is about 16 more minutes. I'm just going to continue to talk about the CPI, to talk about the possible outcome for this CPI. We'll even look at the Euro USD now to see what's happening on that end as well and what could probably happen. So it's a thing of, being cautious and of course, trying not to lose our money. The first thing every trader, guys, listen to this. The first thing every trader needs to understand is that you need to protect your account. It's about account protection, first of all, before account growth. If you don't know how to protect your account, there is no way on this planet Earth that you'll be able to grow that account, right? So let me just check on your comments. And let me check on the comments and see whether we have any comments or any question here from you guys. Okay, Winston Sheridan said, hello, good day. Okay, good. I have some people that probably just joined a bit late. Devin Oliver, glad to be here. Okay, great, awesome. Winston Sheridan now said, awaiting the news. Yes, we're all waiting the news 15 minutes from now. And that's why we decided to have this session a bit earlier so that we could use that to talk about the news, right? We could use that to talk about the news. And of course, don't forget the CPI we said is going to be explosive. We're expecting some volatility, fresh volatility in the market, and we need to be careful at the end of the day. Okay, Sarah Ralph said, how many pairs are we checking today? I will tell you majorly one instrument, and that is the USD. Why did I say one? I said one because this USD, once you check on it and you have a good understanding of it, it will help you for the other majors. Remember, I just said not too long ago that I trade majorly the majors, that is the Euro USD, Pound USD, AUD USD, NZD USD, USD Swiss, that's USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD, and then gold. And also I throw in a bit of Bitcoin into the mix as well. And from what we just mentioned now, that's to answer the question from Sarah, how many pairs we're checking. Devin said, will the DXY rise then? Well, as I said, it depends. It's at an area of support. So if it should rise, we should expect Euro USD to drop. And if it should drop, we should expect Euro USD to appreciate, because the Euro USD should move in the opposite direction. And I'm going to show you the chart of the Euro USD now. And we are going to watch together. Guys, we're going to watch together. So as we're talking about the CPI data, just know that this is before the news release. When the news is released as well, it's being released, we'll be talking about it. And of course, we'll try to do the aftermath for the little time that we'll be together, because I'm not going to take way too much of your time. Okay, let's see. Philip Elizabeth said the CPI being the driving indicator today. Yes, of course, the CPI is indeed the driving indicator today for the USD and for the major currency pairs. So a lot of people all over the world. Remember I said, where are you guys connecting to us from? I'm here in BC in Canada, and my time is just after 5 a.m. Let me apologize for my voice if it's sounding a bit funny today. There's still sleep in my eyes, but as a trader, we need to adjust our timing wherever we are to the opportunities or to the key things happening in the market, right? So this is just after 5, so you know that I've been up before 5 a.m. for this presentation, just to check on the charts, to check on things. And as we go over my charts, you'll notice that I haven't done any markings on, by the time we go over them, I was only able to do markings on Euro USD. I haven't done markings on the pound, the Aussie, Kiwi, and the rest of them. So apologies for that, but don't worry. That is why this is a live session, and we can do it together and to help everybody here to understand the market much better. Apologies, sorry, I forgot to do something at the beginning, and at times I just tend to assume that most of you are returnees, meaning that you have been here before. Apologies for that. My name is Tolu, and I happen to be a trader with a little experience of over 10 years. Privileged to have worked for a few brokers while I was in Nigeria. Now I'm in Canada. And then also privileged to have trained thousands and thousands of traders all over the world. And that's what we're doing now. You are getting this free live session via the platform, the Trading Live platform. So I want to also appreciate Trading Live for this platform. I'm also streaming on my YouTube channel as well, so that you can also follow me on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel, you'll find it at CSA Forex, CSA Forex. The name of my academy, right? The name of my academy is CSA Forex, which stands for Common Sense Approach. I repeat, Common Sense Approach to Forex trading. So I can as well drop my YouTube channel in the comment section. I'll do that for you guys so that you can follow me there. I already dropped a video earlier today on the CPI, and we talked about it from even another perspective, the CPI and also Euro USD 4 hours time frame, right? We looked at it from another perspective. 10 more minutes, guys, 10 more minutes. This is the YouTube channel, so you can head over to that section and then watch the short video. I think it was about 6-7 minutes, right? Just talking about this same thing we talked about, but from a different angle as well. We obviously mentioned the dangers, right? That has to do with the CPI data, right? You can also reach out to me if you have any questions on my Instagram. I'm going to drop the Instagram handle now for you. On my Instagram as well, you can also find me at CSA Forex as well. So we have about 10 more minutes. Let me just breeze through your comments, and then also we'll dive back to the chat and talk about the Euro USD. I want to look at the Euro USD and what could possibly happen as well before the news breaks. Don't forget, when somebody said, which instruments are we checking today? I said majorly the USD index, the DXY, because that's going to be the driving factor, the driving indicator for today. Okay, Queen Chaplin said, I am learning very much from your channel, sir. Okay, beautiful. Thank you for that. Hope you have subscribed. If you have, thank you. You could like some comment, you can like some videos, and also comment there, and I'll reply everybody there. Okay, Winston Sheridan said again, volatility might be both-sided today. Anything could happen with respect to the volatility, but trust me, I want to believe up to like 90-something% that the volatility should be high today. 90-something%. CPI usually doesn't fail when it comes to volatility. So let's see how that goes. Devin Oliver said price action comes better after news. You see, that means what? You have to wait for the dust to settle. Wait for the dust to settle. And that's why I said I don't have any trading opportunity now, and I'm not going to place any trade based on this news, because people that do that tend to have a lot of losses, a lot of crashed accounts. You'll see for yourself. Please, guys, as you are here, if you crash your account based on this news and we are here together, then it is your own doing, it is your own fault. Because as we're talking about it now, it is for you to avoid unnecessary losses. Okay, Philip Elizabeth said we have managed risk properly. Okay, manage your risk properly. Very key, very, very important. If you can do that and place a trade, then no problem. Kevin Beckley, hello guys, hope not too late. Are we going to trade the live news? No, as I just said that now. I don't trade the live news. That's not my style. The only thing I do is if I have a potential trade, like if you look over here, we have this area of resistance. Now, let me use that to switch over to, let me clean this up, switch over to the Euro USD because of timing as well. So this could also be something that could happen, but I'm going to explain it this way. You can see now we have this area of former resistance that should act as support. This area is an area, not a price point. This area should act as support. So that means that the price should enter properly and then give us a trigger, because for me, I use triggers, I don't use pending orders. You could have a trigger to buy and then take it back up. So that means that based on this news release coming out in the next 7 minutes, if it comes back in, I want it to settle down, let the dust settle. That's why somebody said price action is better after the news, and I agree. Once it settles down in this area and it gives me my trigger, an engulfing or pin bar or hammer or a sort of inside bar or doji or whatever candlestick formation that you're looking out for, right? Then that will be my trigger to buy. So I'm not going to buy based on this single candle, right, that we're expecting now. I'm going to wait for more information after. But then this is a potential buy on the Euro USD here. This is also a potential buy on the Euro USD. But I'm going to wait for the reaction here to see whether I have a price action that to justify my entry for me to put stop loss and then take profit. So this is what I'm looking out for on the Euro USD. So you could as well say that this is an opportunity here for entry to buy. But I am waiting for the USD to lead the way. So that's why we talked about the USD index initially. I am not jumping the gun here. I am waiting for what? for it to play out accordingly, and then I know what to do. So you can say that I'm going to be reacting. I'm not an action trader in the sense that I try to make moves. No, I wait for the moves to occur, let the market, make the move, and then I react to that move and try to take advantage. And if I can't take advantage, what do? I do absolutely nothing, and then I wait for the market to what? I wait for the market to settle down. So I can see some other comments here. Sorry, you guys should be able to hear my alarm. That is 5 minutes. If you can hear my alarm, I'm just going to turn it off. That's the alarm on my phone. 5 minutes to the news. I do that to remind myself, just in case I get up to get like a glass of water or something. Okay, so Virgil said, what are we analyzing next? We just analyzed the Euro USD. And basically, it is the dollar that we are paying attention to today, right? Which other comments do I have here? I have some few comments here. I might not be able to go over all of them. Web Fielding said, we're working with the CPI today. Any peers to look at the Euro USD is what we're looking at here in front of us. But guys, don't forget, wait for the dollar. The dollar is sitting on a major support. It might break it or it might bounce. So you have to wait for either a break or a bounce. Do not try to preempt the move. Don't say it's going to bounce at the support and then you place a trade according to that. It could easily be disastrous, trust me. Queen I Hope said, I think we're going to see a lot of movement today. I think so too. Sydney Austin said, I'm also sleepy, but woke up for this. Thank you. Sydney Austin, where are you connecting to us from? Because my time is just after 5 a.m. I'm at Pacific, PST, and that's BC, British Columbia. Guys, you can also let us know where you are connecting to us from, so that I would automatically know whether you are a bit sleepy like myself. Jesse Robert, don't forget, guys, this is absolutely a free session. So we hope that with this free information that this is helping you guys out in one way or the other. And of course, we hope that you pick up on one thing that should help your trading to move to the next level. And that's what this is also about. Don't forget, I'm going to be making an announcement towards the end. And trust me, that announcement is going to be a good one for everybody here. And then you let me know if you would like to take advantage of it. Don't forget, it is free. I have nothing to sell. Even though I have mentorship, I have one-on-one coaching, but I have nothing to sell to you guys. Everything I'm doing here is for free. Why am I even doing this for free? Guys, we have 3 more minutes. Just checking on the time. So we check on the reaction here. We'll switch over to the calendar as well to see the outcome and all. Why am I doing this for free under Trading Live, under my YouTube channel, under different places? It's because I want to help as many people as possible. When I started, I didn't have this opportunity, so I had a lot of losses, a lot of crashed accounts, and I know how painful it was. I have friends back then that threw in the towel, but I did not. I did not give up. It's easy for traders to give up, and I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys, whether you are new to the business or you have been struggling for a while, because trust me, a lot of you guys here are struggling traders. You've been struggling for a while, too many losses, changing strategies, trading without stop loss, poor risk management, placing too many trades, revenge trading, fear, greed, and a whole lot of other things that you are doing. But I want, from my own experience, for you guys to learn from it and then to become better traders. As I always tell traders, my personal disclaimer, I am not the best trader and I'm not the worst trader. Obviously, I'm not the worst and I'm not the best, obviously, as well. But I know my onions. I know how to avoid unnecessary losses. I know how to cherry pick trades, how to pick some clean trades that should give you good reward at the end of the day. Okay. What do you plan for the Euro US? We already talked about that. Leona Nicole said, yeah, most of us are, but you have more audience. Well, you could say that. Okay. Chad Horace, can you give us a rundown? I already did that. It's 2 more minutes. For the 2 more minutes, I'm going to do something, right? For these 2 more minutes, let me first of all clean up this here. This is what we just talked about for the Euro USD. In the next 2 more minutes, this is what we have here for the Euro USD. Remember we said earlier, rundown, support, a bunch of support, and you can see price is sitting at support now. So is it going to bounce and push higher? Is it going to break? And then this should now act as a form of resistance. Meaning that for the dollar, we now wait for the price to push back, and then we look for an entry here to sell, take it back down. This is the dollar. Based on the dollar, you know what to do to the Euro USD, right? Because you do the opposite. Guys, we have just a few seconds now, about approximately 30 seconds. So things might get a bit fast here. The price here might be fast. I'm talking to my baby a bit fast. I might be doing a bit of commentary. So if I start talking fast, guys, just try to keep up. I'll switch over to the calendar. I'm going to start doing that now because we have about 20 seconds. I'm going to pick up the pace now. And then if you look at the calendar here, we're going to wait for the outcome in a few seconds from now. We'll wait over here. What we'll be doing is to refresh this page and to see, you can see we have about 7 seconds, 6 seconds for the news to drop. And then from here, we can quickly switch back to the chart and see what we have happening on the chart. If you look very well, beautiful. You see what we talked about? This is quickly, you can see where the market was before. We had a quick whipsaw, dropped, pushed up, and you can see the prices jumping up and down. If you put up your, sorry, I'm talking a bit fast. If you put up your spread over here, if I can quickly find it, okay, put up the spread. You can see the spread is jumping, is increasing as well. See what's happening over here. And just as we predicted, you can see what's happening in the market. We have a nice breakdown here, but guys, I'm talking fast. We're going to also go back to the calendar now and see what the outcome, whether it was negative for the dollar, because this move is a negative one for the dollar. So we should expect for the calendar Forex Factory, we should expect to have red for the outcome, and we'll check on the figures as well. But so far so good. This is what we have. And this is not up to 1 minute. Trust me, guys, it might not end up bearish. This candle could also still push higher and end up even in the green. And that's why you need to be careful. Some people might see this and just jump in, and you jump in, you might have yourself to blame. But if this ends up on the hourly, because it's the hourly candle, so that means that from 29 minutes from now, if this ends up as a bearish candle, then expect the market to act here as resistance. Guys, if you're just jumping in here, you can watch this on a replay to see exactly what we talked about is what is happening now. But please don't forget, do not jump in. I'm not jumping in even seeing this down move, so do not rush in. Whether it's FOMO, fear of missing out on opportunities, no, wait for the market to come to you. And based on this, you should have the EURUSD push higher. You can see it's pushing higher just as we predicted with our arrows here. You can watch this on the replay. It's pushing higher. Guys, let's quickly jump back to the Forex Factory. Let's do a refresh. Oh, we don't even need to do a refresh. Guys, look at what we have over here for the 3 news USD that we have here. This is red. Remember we said most likely it's going to be red, and we have red, telling us to sell, and this is black, is neutral. So we have sell, neutral, and then you can see that truly the USD index, we're going to switch back. And guys, sorry, I'm talking a bit fast. As you can see, we said it's based on the news outcome. The USD index, as you can see over here, it just took a nosedive. I hope nobody got injured. If you got injured, as I said earlier, you have only yourself to blame. I didn't place any trade here. I've not placed any trade this week. I'm still observing, and I'm waiting patiently for the market to come to me. That means that as the market has shown itself, this could be the directional bias for the week, by the way, meaning that we should just wait for a pullback. And waiting for a pullback, you could easily have like a pattern. You could have like a flat pattern, or a wedge pattern. You could have maybe a sort of, I'm going to look at this properly. You could have maybe like a sort of inverse head and shoulders. You could have like a Fibonacci retracement level, Elliott wave, no matter what you're looking at. But always have that directional bias, have a clean look at the market. Wait for the market to act, and then you react. You can see how we're talking now. I think I might need to slow down on this, because this is what normally happens. Let me slow down my thoughts. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go back to the comment section as well. Read off your comments, and then we'll take it off from there. Now we have seen what is happening. Look at what's happening on that candle. You can see the candle is trying to look like it's pushing back up aggressively in this manner, telling us that, guys, it could still go either way. And that's what we call whipsaw, right? You could still have a whipsaw. You could even still push higher, right? And then if it pushes higher, this might then end up looking like a sort of fake out, false break, but it's looking too strong. And from indications from the Forex Factory, where we looked at it as being negative, red, that one is already telling us that truly it should drop. Okay, great. So now let me just go over your comments. Norman earlier said, are we preparing anything to trade today or only on the euro? Euros, but you can check on other ones. You can check on other ones too. Let me just quickly flip through the other ones. So apart from this Euro USD, if you flip, apart from this Euro USD we just talked about now, if you flip to the pounds USD, you could expect that it should have appreciated as well, thanks to the dollar. That's why we concentrated strictly on the dollar. Pound USD should have appreciated, and you can see what we have over here. As it's appreciated, where are we now? We are at this area of resistance. So we see whether it's going to be a break or a bounce here. This is a key one for the pound USD. For the AUD USD, you can see this nice and lovely bullish move. This is an uptrend clearly, and that means that the best thing to look out for depending on the type of trader that you are, whether you're a trend trader or a counter trend trader. If you're a counter trend trader, you can add the RSI of MACD. If you're a trend trader, then all you have to do is to wait for price to probably pull back. I have a nice area around here. You wait for price to pull back to this area here of, you can see some resistance here, there's some support. I can see I'm doing this based on my own experience. Most times I normally say I don't even need to necessarily draw anything. It is my eyes, and I've trained my eyes to see what I want to see. Also, you could also have a sort of pattern here. Oops, sorry, I didn't draw that well. Let me use something more straighter. You could have like it's sort of rising wedge over here if you guys are conversant with chart patterns. And this rising wedge, they might not be, and this is the Aussie. That's why we said we are watching majorly the major pairs. And I mentioned it earlier, Euro USD, Pound USD, USD, NZD USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD, and of course gold, and we throw in Bitcoin as well. So looking at this here, if you're a CT trader, counter trend trader, look for this area for signal, look for MACD, divergence, RSI as well, RSI overbought, signals for you to go against the markets as a CT trading. So yes, indeed, you have a lot of instruments that you can check on, but we focus majorly, for me, I focus majorly on the Euro USD. Euro USD, if I were to pick just one instrument to trade, it will be without any doubt the Euro USD. Okay. What is your take on the dollar index this week? Benson, we just talked about that. Flood person, so you are going to trade. No, I don't trade the DXY. I use the DXY as a gauge for the major currency pairs, right? I don't know that you guys are just joining, but I think I've said some of these things before. Margaret Zimmerman, I hope I pronounced your name well. Apologies if I didn't. Not really going to trade, would rather wait for after. Exactly, that's what I'm doing. And that's why this is a live session. I'm showing you live what I am doing, how I do it, how I look at the market. And that's why, guys, I said I have a big announcement for you guys. And it's been a while I have done this. I just said, hey, let me do this again and let me help as many people as possible. As I said earlier, guys, I'm not here trying to sell anything to you. I have my one-on-one coaching that is paid. I have my mentorship that is paid. That is optional for those that feel they need the extra training. You feel you need a mentor, and of course, you pay me for my services for that. But everything here now is free. Under this platform, Trading Live, free. My YouTube channel, live streams, free. My videos, obviously, free, and so on, right? So I'm going to be making an announcement for something free that you can all take advantage of in this month of June. Before the month of June ends, it's been a while I've done it, guys. I don't think I've even done it this year, but I want to bring it up now so you guys can take advantage. And it is like a follow-up to what we do here, but it's going to be something that's going to help a lot of you guys for support, for troubleshooting, and the likes. I repeat, it's going to help a lot of you guys that are here, right, for troubleshooting, for support, even to speed up your learning curve and a whole lot of other things. You can see that based on the USD is still looking strong. That means that if we cross over to the dollar index is dropping. I just want to quickly go over your comments. We're going to be rounding up within a few minutes as well. We're going to round up within a few minutes as well. Okay. Let me see your comments. Eric Pritz says, since everyone is going to trade, will be a lot of fakes. Yes, there could be fake outs as well, but it's not looking like so because of the news that we had, which is negative for the dollar. Abigail Bright said, yes, we are not going to rush into anything. Please don't. It's best to protect your account. Nigel Weasley said, all right, do we have any report coming in after the data? No. Pay attention to the fundamentals. Go back and check. The only news coming out after is, I think, for the pound or something. Matthew McAdams said, also seeing this happen on the euro. Do you think we might see some spikes? I'm not really sure, but it's not looking like that anymore. It's looking in a way like the dollar is truly weak and it's not trying to give us that fake move. You can see earlier we had that quick rush to the upside and then a drop on the dollar. Okay, Tyron said, yeah, best to hold on for taking anything. Guys, let me know how your trading has been as well, because this thing that we're talking about, a lot of you already know about these things. You already have an idea about how the market behaves, but probably your trading is still not going according to plan. I'm always interested in knowing how your trading is, because a lot of you would already know this information. Some of you might be like, oh, I don't even need to be here. I already know these things. Do not trade the news directly. Use stop loss, use take profit, but your trading is still not going according to plan. But I'm just interested because what I'm going to announce in a few minutes, right? Because I'm going to be rounding up now. I'm going to announce this, and I think it would help a lot of you out, right? It will help a lot of you, new and even struggling traders, right? So let me just go over your comments again. Martina Service, beautiful, thank you. You said you benefited greatly from this lesson. Thank you. If only one person, guys, if only one person got some, could learn something today, then you can see I'm satisfied. And as I was trying to say earlier, I do this live, I do this free. That is my time. I remember I said I was a bit sleepy earlier, but I'm much better now. Right? I do this free, obviously, to help people out and then to connect with people from different parts of the world. I think there's some people here that owe me lunch, that we took some trades together and made pips together. You owe me lunch. Some of you might probably be in the UK, be in France, if I remember correctly. And if you remember from previous sessions, I said I should be in the UK early August. So we could also meet up. If you are in BC in my city, we could meet up, have like a coffee or something, and then just talk about the market. And if I'm in your neighborhood tomorrow, maybe Dubai, that's why I would like to know where you guys are, right? So if I'm in your neighborhood, we can always meet up. And that's why I believe we are making friends here as well in one way or the other. Okay, Winnie Felix said, all right, this is going to be very interesting to watch. Okay, these are comments before the news. You can see the news has already come out. Guys, look at what's happening now to this AED USD. You can see it is dropping. Telling you that the opposite is happening now. Because if we quickly switch over to the dollar, let me do this. Let me clean this up and then quickly switch over to the dollar. You can see what's happening here. So you can see the size of this candle. You can see how it's looking like. But let's just wait for the close. Do not conclude yet. Wait for the close in about 19 minutes. In that 19 minutes, we might probably not be together because in the next few minutes, I'm going to be rounding up. Let me just breeze through your comments quickly. Stan Bridges, the trading without stop loss always has me rolling. Well, that happens a lot. I used to be guilty of that as well. Griselda said, yeah, a lonely journey. Thanks for guiding us. Yeah, it is indeed lonely, and I need people around me. Sigrid said, yeah, you have your strengths and what works for you. Yeah, true. Since we're going to see some fakes, yeah, probably Leo Pound. It should, but it might not. This move is not so secure. Exactly. That's why you wait for the candle to close. Do not predict that this candle is going to close as X, Y, Z, A, B, C, or you wait for it to close. Maybe we can still see some entries on the euro. Wait for clarity. Please don't rush into the market. As I said, you rush into the market, you have losses, you crash your accounts, you have only yourself to blame. I'm here trying to help you to avoid unnecessary losses. Let me just breeze through quickly. Do you think we would see some push on gold? Yes, of course. If you cross over to gold, gold also would have reacted, but it would have reacted in a bullish way, because if the dollar is down, this is the gold over here. Expect beautiful. Look at the candle on gold. Guys, look at this candle on gold. This is a candle that you need to be afraid of. And this is what we talked about. Different instruments react differently. Look at this candle on gold. That means that those that were rushing to buy, they got injured when the market now went down. And those that were trying to sell on this same candle, they now got injured when it was not going back up. So this is a big mess. If this ends up this way, and looking at this maybe tomorrow or next week, you'll be like, what happened over here? What disastrous move happened over here? So you see some of these things or some of this movement. And this candle, let me look at the size of this candle, by the way, for this gold. From here to here, my measurement is about 200 pips precisely. So that means that during this news period, we had a 200 pips whipsaw to the up and downside on gold. Trust me, people could have easily crashed their accounts quickly because of my time. I want to make the announcement soon. And you guys can take advantage. Let me know if you're interested, take advantage, and then we call it a day. Osborne Bolaston, what is the surprise you haven't met? Okay, I'm going to mention it, don't worry. And that's why I said I'm leaving that to the end, and that's why you need to stick around to the end. Belinda, Clara, I think the dollar index still has strength. Well, let's see how that goes. You can see it could easily be a whipsaw, it could easily be a fake out and so on. So you wait for the close. Thank you guys for joining in, for your comments. Thank you guys for also consulting your chat, because I believe you're looking at your own charts, looking at my charts, and then we're on the same page. And that's why I said the news I'm going to be breaking soon. You guys, I know the suspense is a big one, but guys, trust me, it's coming out soon. Okay. So we might not say an entry on the euro again. Well, actually, it's not for now, Sabina. Not for now. You went short yesterday's high on which instrument exactly? Be specific. Good morning. Just coming from ICT stream. You're coming from another stream. Okay, you're rather late. You can watch this on a replay. Okay, and that's from Parker Warren. Hoa Mary, yes, but how many pips done already today? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Guys, I'm just going to scroll down. I have, I think, 70 new messages or so. I'm just going to scroll down to the end, and I'm going to make the announcement now. Okay, so I've gotten to the end. Let me see what I have here. And not said, I just joined this live stream. You are late. We're rounding up now. What you could do is also to watch this on a replay. As I said, I'm streaming live on my YouTube channel. You can also watch this on the replay on the Trading Live platform as well. On my YouTube channel, I'm going to put up the link. So guys, you can, I put up this video, a short video earlier on the dollar index as well, the CPI news. And I also talked about the Euro USD in a few minutes. I think I did about 6-7 minutes much earlier today. And I'll be doing videos more or less every day on my YouTube channel. So do well to follow me on the YouTube channel. If you want me to talk about anything specific, let me know, then I'll do a video on that. I just dropped the YouTube channel, guys. Go there, click on subscribe, turn on the notification bell, watch some videos, like them, and then ask questions. If you have any question, then I would help you out. You can also follow me on Instagram and chat me up on Instagram if you have any question as well. That's my handle on the Instagram. Excuse me. So we're rounding up now, guys. So drum roll. Can somebody help me out with the drum roll? Okay, so I have an announcement for you guys I believe should help you out. I've not done this in a while. And what is that? That is a challenge. Yes, a challenge. I have decided to conduct another challenge. And as the name implies, you can check dictionary. A challenge simply means that you have to actually do something. If I challenge you that you cannot do something, then you have to prove me wrong, meaning that you have to actually do that thing. So a challenge is what I'm coming up with in the next 2 weeks. I just came up with the logistics a few days ago. You could say maybe even yesterday or so, and I haven't mapped out anything. The challenge most likely is going to be probably on a Telegram. It's going to be a Telegram group. And the main idea, the concept behind the challenge, so that you guys will know whether you are interested. Don't forget, it is absolutely free. And I'm looking for a handful of people. And once you guys come on board, then I will probably lock up the Telegram group. It is free, no charges whatsoever. The challenge now is going to be for at least 5 days for the whole week. And for that whole week, we're going to be having live sessions like this. I'll probably give you materials for free for that week period. I would give you, what I will give you that you will not get now is more or less my undivided attention, because it's going to be a group, not for 1 hour. Even if I'm sleeping, you drop your comments. When I wake up, I would attend to them. Because after I close this platform, there's more or less no way you can reach out to me until the next live session. Right? So this challenge, by the way, guys, it's a challenge in the sense that it's everything. Learning challenge, trading challenge. So you could open a demo account or a live account. We're going to trade together. There's going to be a place for support. You have questions, I'm going to ask your questions. I would answer you in good time. You have something you want to troubleshoot, or something that has been bothering you, whether it's stop loss placement or you don't know how to manage your trades. We're going to do that via that platform, most likely via a Telegram. I'm thinking of using Telegram group. I mean, I haven't opened a Telegram group yet. I'm just announcing it now. So if you guys are interested, let me know. It is from your reaction. If you're interested, that will let me know whether I should go through it. As I said, it's been a while I've conducted this challenge. It's going to be free. We're going to do from Monday to Friday, 5 days, at least 5 days, to talk about the market. I would also present charts. That is pictures, images, chart, send them to you. You have a question on a particular chart, I'll prepare a chart for you. So I want to give you the ultimate, and that's like something I'm doing for this summer. So we're having a hangout, right? Unfortunately, there won't be any barbecue or anything. You can provide your own food and all. But I'm just saying this so that if you are interested, let me know now. And then I could create the Telegram group. And maybe in our next session, I think our next session should be tomorrow. I haven't prepared that yet. I'm going to prepare the link and then put it up so you guys can see. So next session should probably be tomorrow so that you guys will get more information. Probably I would have created a Telegram group. We'll use a Telegram and not Discord, right? So after the Telegram group, after the challenge for that 5 days, I will close the group and then call it a day. Then wish you guys best of luck. Hopefully you guys will take advantage of the information for 5 days. Trust me, this thing I'm giving out is something that people pay a handsome amount of money. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars for. You could call this like a boot camp. You could call this like a, boot camp. I like the word that boot camp as well, because boot camp means you're going to be drilled, right? Like military boot camp, you must be drilled. Hey, give me 100 push-ups. If you feel you cannot do it, you would not know you cannot until you try it. And that's what we want to help you guys to achieve. I can see some comments coming in here. Let me just try to go over them. So people talking about pounds AUD dropping. No, I don't know about that. We're not here to talk about pounds AUD. But trust me, in the challenge, you ask about pounds AUD, I will give you audience. Guys, if you ask about all the instruments, whether it is currencies or indices, commodities, whatever the case might be, cryptos, I would look for the chart for you. Even if I don't have the chart on the platform that I'm looking at, I'll go over to TradingView, bring that up, prepare it. That's what I want to do for everybody, right? And then help everybody out. Wade said, I cannot watch ICT anymore. I love the guy, but he talks too much on other stuff and all the ego hurts him. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, if you feel with Mark, you are taking advantage of the little information, I'm not the ICR person you're talking about, but if you are getting advantage from here, then stick around. It's free, right? You can learn something, share the information, let people join us as well. Oh, Peggy said, how can we join? I have put, you know what, guys, you can chat me up on my Instagram. I just put up my Instagram handle to follow up. I'll put up the Instagram handle again so you guys can follow up. I have not yet created the Telegram group. I know it doesn't take me time to create it, so I should have done that before this session, but as I said, I was sleepy and I just came up with this and let me just do this challenge. It's been a while. So guys, please chat me up if you're interested. I would have created the Telegram group later today, so I can give you the link. You can join. You can share the link with as many people as possible. Let them join as well. It's absolutely free, right? You can join in time. It's going to be in the next 2 weeks, so I want as many people to join. 2 weeks, and when we have our numbers, we can start earlier than 2 weeks. So I'm looking at 2 weeks from now, probably, let me check my calendar, probably on the 26th of June. I don't want this month to pass us by. 26th of June, we start. So for that week, we're together. We lock ourselves up together. We eat, we sleep, trading anything. Okay, we have a challenge coming up. Yes, trading challenge, everything challenge. We're going to trade together. And guys, I'm not saying open up a prop firm, an account with a prop firm. I know Bassy said, is it a prop trading challenge? No, I'm not saying open up an account, a live account. You don't even have to use a live account. You can use a demo account. What we want to achieve is you guys actually doing and learning so that you can do it on your own, right? So the challenge, as the word implies, challenge. I am challenging you to do this. Mean that you must also do not just be here, listen to the information, smile, oh, I got good information, and then you don't do anything after. I'm challenging you. That means that on the Telegram group, everybody must comment. I don't need to see your face. I didn't turn on my video. I can as well turn on my video to end the session, but no need for that. But you must challenge yourself to do. Don't just join the challenge and then you are absent, you're coming late. Don't fall behind. You must actually, when we give you assignments, you must do the assignment. Submit your assignments in Telegram group. It will ginger others. It will motivate others to also join in and also do. Trust me, you will learn a lot. Can you show the spread in your broker, please? Probably tomorrow. I want to round up now. Sorry, Franklin David. That's it. If you look very well beside Euro USD, that 6 you're seeing for Euro USD is not 6 pips, but rather it's 6 pipettes. It's not up to 1 pip, and that's for this broker ICM. If you guys are looking for a broker to open an account with, you can do that with ICM, and I'm going to drop the link now for those that might be interested. You can ask more questions on the broker. I want to round up now after giving information on the challenge. So those that are interested, let me know. Osborne Lewis said what it's about, I've already explained. It's like a trading competition, not necessarily trading. We're going to trade together, but it is everything. It's a section or a group where we're going to do a boot camp. So you can call it a challenge, call it a boot camp, whatever. I want to give you guys more audience. I want to give you guys support. I want to troubleshoot issues that you are having live. If you place a trade and you had any issue, you can chat me up on that group, and then I would assist you on what to do. And even maybe tell you, oh, that's my alarm again, maybe tell you what you did wrong as well. Okay, not necessarily a trading competition, guys, not necessarily a trading competition. We're going to trade together. Trust me, it's free. It's more or less learning, right? We're going to learn, we're going to trade together. It is something that we're going to do for everybody, whether you are new or whether you are struggling. What's the date? That should be on the 26th. We should be doing that on the 26th of June. So I'll give you guys, you can see I haven't even created the group. So I'm going to give you guys time. When I create the Telegram group, you guys will join, and then we'll kick off most likely on the 26th. For that final week, 26th to the 30th, don't worry, I'll make a proper announcement if I need to do a flyer or something, because you guys are hearing it for the first time, by the way. I haven't said it to anybody, right? Okay, this is a good session. Okay, thank you, Juliet. Thank you so much. Thank you to Ray for joining. Thank you guys for joining. For those that are seeing it coming in late, you can join the YouTube channel CXA Forex. Watch the replay here on Trading Live as well, and we'll see how we can help you out. I'm not trading this week because of a lot of impact news. Yes, we have a lot of news this week. So you trade, you don't trade, just be careful, right? We'll want to join this campaign. Thank you, Broderick Leopold. Sorry, I hope I pronounced your name well. Guys, I'll give you more information. If you're interested, please chat me up on my Instagram. I dropped my Instagram handle earlier. I can drop it again. Chat me up as a way to follow up with that information that I gave you, right? So you can chat me up and ask for the link, and then I'll send it. I'm going to create the Telegram group shortly so you guys can join, and then we wait patiently. I'll be dropping some information there to, be giving you updates. So I would also tell you, I'm just still brainstorming on some things just to help you guys out as well. So if you're interested, chat me up on Instagram, join me tomorrow. I'm going to create the link for tomorrow on this platform, Trading Live, on YouTube, my YouTube channel. So guys, follow me on YouTube channel, ask questions on any video I've done, and then maybe I would do a video specifically for you. Last week we did some videos, I think for Mr. Hakim, and then for another Mr. Sunday or so. So ask me anything, and then we'll see what we can do for you. Thank you, guys. I'm running this off now. Watch this on the replay. Ask me questions later, and then we would definitely help you guys. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Trade safely. Be careful with all the news that we have coming out, and then catch you tomorrow. Goodbye and God bless. Cheers.